or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the street, 919 FM.
In Trinidad and Tobago, there are so many things to talk about. Social issues, injustice, child abuse, domestic violence, political scandals, and much more. On HOTP, we will cover all that and much more. Don't forget, you can catch us every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday nights from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram. Hot off the press. Hot topics, no filter.
Good, that boat line looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from Kings Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat line look like it's as well.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ill, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for Gospel in the Bone Ministry every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message. Hosea chapter 4 says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood." Remember, every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message with Gospel in the Bones Ministry, right here on the Street 919 FM.
The journey's almost home.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
Well, a pleasant good morning to each and everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Titans of Democracy, right here on the street 919 FM. Let me thank the Heavenly Father for bringing me here safe, sound, and all together in one piece. A pleasant good morning, good night to my entire family. Good morning to the lovely Miss Sharon Felix, Mr. Dominic Romain, and their entire families. Good morning to you, all our callers, all our listeners, to all of our viewers online. For those of you that are always locked on with us, it's always a pleasure to have you guys right here on the inside with us. Let me also say good morning to my friends and family in Tobago. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing fine. Good morning, Auntie Pat and Melissa. Hope you ladies are doing great this morning. Let me also say good morning to the management and staff of the Street 919 FM. Good morning to Mr. Iwer George and his entire family. So, guys, today is a Friday. Yes, Friday the 9th of September 2022. Full week has passed. So, at this point, I'm going to open up the lines and take your morning greetings. 3420081 and 4665391. Caller, good morning.
Blessed morning to you, my brother.
Morning, my brother. How are you this morning?
Good to be in the land of the living. So far, the clouds looking beautiful in the northeast section. Let me say blessed morning to Sharon. I know she coming up fiery this morning. This energizer. Morning to Dominic. Morning to Tobago and by extension the Titans of Democracy. Morning to Mr. Chance, Rowley Jr., our constituency girl, Mr. Barataria. Morning, Sister Jenny, Sister Karen, Shak Lady, Mommy Sauce, Mrs. Faizabad, Oi Mano, Mount St. George, let them go to hell. Locked on us, you don't know better. Morning to Brother Stolen. I'm out of here. You stay safe, King.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Yeah.
Caller, good morning. I lost it. Call me back. Today is Bacchanal Friday, and I know the lovely Miss Felix has some proper Bacchanal for you today. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Brucey.
Morning, my dear. How are you this morning?
Morning to Mr. Mount St. George. Morning to Miss Crosby. Morning to my family. Morning to Miss Passy Street, my cousin-in-law. Good morning to Mano. Good morning to everybody, whole of Trinidad and Tobago. Special good morning to Mr. Fali. Brucey?
Oi.
All strong. God in control.
All the time.
Okay?
Yes, my dear.
Have a blessed one, my darling.
You too,
Take
darling.
care.
Yes, take care. Oh, gosh. Hey, there she is.
Hello.
Looking so nice and refined this morning. You have a date or? Huh?
I sleep on the next day, baby.
What's your face?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Trinidad Tobago.
Oh, you're sounding so.
Boy. Oh, gosh. You know, let's get into all kind of talking in the night come.
But here do you want something now?
All kind of talk, you know.
I sent in your bed early last night, ma'am.
Boy, yeah, among the phone call I get.
Well, I have all your business waiting for you.
Yes. Good morning, Trinidad Tobago and the world by extension listening. And I do some changing up now, so I've been up my green screen behind the background. You know, everything. Hope you're really looking style on me.
What kind of thing with you?
Right. So, people on the live, good morning to you on our YouTube channel. I'm coming to good, everything inside, right? Yeah. So, good morning to all of you on our YouTube channel. Good morning to all of you on our Facebook page. Good morning. But here this morning is Bacchanal here. I wonder if the people look so. So they go call me. Call me because I want to deal with the issue before I go in the papers. If I show all your luck on a part in a motion to set the papers at time. Call me Tobago, Mrs. Crosby, Mrs. Rowley, Mount St. George, Crown Point, all my ladies who just call me, I think it's Mason Hall and all of them from Mount St. George. Come, all they call me. I want to know if for the lockdown quick. And then, if that's the case, I'm going to detail all relevant issues this morning. 307-0930. Yeah, man. Mrs. Crosby, we lock on. No radio? Well, that's what I want. No. I want to know if you're on the radio. Right, okay. So, right. Thank you very much. Call me up, Mr. Mount St. George.
No, I know get a message. They're not on radio.
Oh, Lord.
But they're on YouTube, on their television sets and stuff like that.
Why are they shooting all this stuff? Oh, like I had to buy a station in Tobago.
I think Tobago has its own programming now, no? I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, they're afraid, man. Don't be afraid of me,
Yeah.
I don't have horns, and I'm not a bee.
Hey, just now, eh? Caller, good morning.
Oh, good morning, man. How are you doing this morning?
Hi there, cool, Mount St. George. How you doing?
I'm good. Auntie Cheryl, I mean, she home or she in the studio?
She home.
All right, well, I could call you, right? I call the number, but I hear she say she home. Yes, Auntie Cheryl, but we locked on and we know it's plenty bacchanal. Tobago bacchanal this morning. There is a 100-meter race. I don't know who's going to win the race.
That is not 100. Yes. That is 50.
Yes, morning to Mr. Chance, our professor. Uncle Dominic, the principal of Chalk. Sister Jenny, the vice principal. Also Baratari and Brian, all the principals, all the teachers. Wake up, Mr. Manu. I didn't hear you this morning. I hope all is well with you. Mother Sarapuna, I know you're recovering. Morning to you all the nice ladies that shout me out. And there is a gentleman with a nice voice that shouted me out this morning. I love to hear his voice, but I don't know who he is.
Nice sour man.
He's sour man. Okay, all right, Dr. Bushi, thanks. Right. Love you all. Let me give somebody else a chance. Mrs. Crosby, the baker for the cake. Right, and I stirring up the eggs. Uncle Dominic, we want to know the date. Right, good. Right. You all be blessed. And Uncle Brucey, well, you know, this morning fire is Bacchanal Friday, and most of it is in Tobago.
Right. Listen now. Well, in the Express have Deputy Duke under fire from THA. Let us go through the... Since we know they're not lockdown, that's okay. The news will come. We going into the Express. And the headlines in the Express says, the Queen, 1926 to 2023, has passed. That of Tobago, our condolences.
Yes.
To the entire royal family, from right here on the street now. Yesterday I'm listening to another station in my people, and I heard the young man come up to say the Queen. He wants to say the Queen has passed away and whatever. And the manner in which he says it, and everything is a kiki and a joke. They don't understand. They don't understand the nature of these things. And somebody has to start to explain to them. And if better only keep on your laugh show and talk show in terms of making joke and making people laugh and don't know history, don't bother to deal with it. Leave it alone. The other guy has to tell him, you know what, that's something professional. Come on. Anyhow, back to, she loved Trinidad and Tobago, Queen Elizabeth II, loved the Caribbean and Trinidad and Tobago, said British High Commissioner Harriet Cross, speaking to the media yesterday outside the High Commission. Deputy Duke under fire from THA leader. You coming back to that. Hindus mark Ganesh. How would you pronounce that?
You'd serve.
Remover of all obstacles. TTPS loses Constable Briggs Pascal. Constable Arlene Briggs Pascal has passed away. Condolences. Tobago teen missing. 17-year-old Naomi Monsami is missing. Monilal, new state company for repairs, a recipe for corruption. Oakbush East MP Dr. Rudal Monilal said yesterday the government's proposed new state company to maintain road is a recipe for corruption. Well, Monilal, don't talk. Do not speak EMBVA. Only remember that. What were they repairing? What it was repairing? Cowpen and goat run. What it was repairing? Only remember what those contractors was doing. Leave that alone. I think you're going in the wrong direction. Leave that alone. Residents stage fiery protest over roads. Fiery protest blockade roadways in Rosilac, Mondesir and Waiagwari, Tabakit Road yesterday, as residents called on the government to bring an end to their economy.
Yeah. To bring an end to their transportation miseries.
Police train safety officers to tackle school violence. Children stranded since school reopened. The Queen has died. Queen Elizabeth under medical supervision. Mall blaze still under probe. Evidence on sea floor. Where's that?
You're going in?
Yes, on the map. Drivers. Hyperbaric chamber 650 city. Oh, a key piece of evidence in the pilot has been tracked. When which the Commission of Inquiry within the matter has had hoped to visit the North in 650 agency. What's that? Expressive glory see. So for that. So those are the stories, headlines in the Express this morning. And in the news thing, Hackett blames THA bureaucracy for late school repairs. Minister Paria drowning, Commission of Inquiry needs being met. Duke on Augustine's review of his THA role, it is laughable, ridiculous. Chief Secretary Duke's THA role under review. Commonwealth Parliamentary Association mourns Queen's death. National flag to be flown at half-mast. British High Commissioner Queen Elizabeth II loved Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. Prime Minister Queen Elizabeth II left a lasting legacy. Port of Spain reacts to Queen's death. Brown, Trinidad and Tobago's deeply saddened at Queen's party. Prime Minister Young talk ALNG, new projects with BP in UK. Protest at condemned Claxton Bay School. 154 new COVID-19 cases show decline. UNC on Queen's death, world has lost immaculate soul. Queen Elizabeth II in Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yes, President distanced her office from Paris inquiry met. Central Police joined churches for Saturday Day of Prayer. Gatsley Dolly, we're working towards equity of educational opportunity. Ramesh counsel to Parial inquiry not to blame for delay. U.S. aid agency unveils Trinidad office. Nicholas Paul is Republic Bank brand ambassador. Queen Elizabeth II died at 90. Trinidad and Tobago, those are the stories, headlines in the newsfeed. And in the Guardian, is
Headlines in The Guardian. The Queen is dead. I'm not making all the next. They give us the back and the front, but I'm not making all the back properly at all. TNT flags at half-mast in memory of Queen Elizabeth II. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley Kamala paid tribute. As tributes poured out for Queen Elizabeth II following her death yesterday, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said the late Queen had left a lasting legacy for the people of the UK and the world. High Commissioner recalls Her Majesty's moment of joy. Queen Elizabeth II loved TNT. TNT girl who wrote Queen saddened by her passing. Supplies being sent to Commission of Inquiry. Minister stays away from blame game. President's office not responsible for funding Commission of Inquiry. PNM councillors serve motions against UNC alderman.
Yeah, man, they will be talking about quick action.
Yeah.
Quick is the word.
5 held soon after robbing doubles vendor. Lala asks AG for names of team members who compiled FUL report. Accused challenges Chief Magistrate's decision to try him for murder. Gatsby Dolly deepens praise on Chinmaya Vidyalala. Okay, hope I pronounced that correct. Protesting parents demand swift repair of Claxton Bay Anglican School. Port of Spain city engineer cleared of misconduct charge. Queen Elizabeth's lasting legacy with TNT. TTPS, WPC Arlene Briggs Pascal described as warm and welcoming. Camilla becomes Queen Consort, Queen without the sovereign's powers. CARICOM expressed grief over Queen's passing. GEB officers lend aid to students in need. Guns and ammunition seized, many arrested. And these are the stories making way in The Guardian at this time.
All right. I realize The Guardian is clear. We have the future. Bacchanal is clear, don't you? So Trinidad and Tobago, all you know is Bacchanal Friday. What that do to have the Bacchanal modern day? Before going to the Bacchanal, I want to say, on Wednesday when we spoke here, right? We would have dealt with the issue of the alderman in the Temperance Regional Corporation. So on Google's program, but yesterday Google would have had Jelani need to come in, or whether they, however they had the discussion to create up. Now let me tell Trinidad and the people something. You see, when we want to make mischief, or when people given only the information to make mischief, get it right. That is why you see, when I talk, people just get vexed with me. Wall Street have a way like to interfere with you. And when you answer him back or you put the facts out, he can't take it and go into a different realm. You cannot tell me that you're all about the African man and the youths and the this and all kind of thing. You're always talking, but you decided to take a ad that would have been put out, right? Without getting all the facts together, to come to interfere with a young woman who is she's doing her law degree right now. You come without your facts to go after this young lady and the young gentleman. Jelani Reid is the chairman of the Aruka Maloney constituency, which falls under Mrs. Camille Robinson Reed. So you ain't get all your facts good. You come here to talk about, how we talking about the woman and we ain't watching this, and I don't understand that chalk and cheese. If you were in an organization and all you couldn't see eye to eye for whatever matter, you are not there anymore. If the people put out the ad to say Bruce Wayne and Sharon Felix are now not, they're not the persons to contact for anything concerning the organization. What is wrong with that? Did they put a disclaimer saying that they thief money or they commit a crime? So here you come to justify the behavior of the alderman in Sandy Grant. All they for real, and all they like to talk African, and all they like to talk upliftment to the young man and the young woman. That is your conversation. But you know, you ain't talking nothing about the behavior of the lady. We're not talking about the individual, we're talking about the behavior. But I want to leave that right there, because yesterday, Jelani and they would have cleared up. Google would have called the gentleman, and they cleared it up. I want to tell Wall Street something. Good morning to you, sir. And I'm still trying to come to terms with this kind of behavior you're carrying on with. I never thought that you could have been a person in this kind of destructive, unprofessional manner that you behave. You're always quoting for us as young people listening. And I'm very disappointed in you. Whether you like or don't like. We will have a whole little bit of pat. I don't hate you. But I'm disappointed in you. Because I'm looking at a professor in a university. I thought you would be doing better than that. I'm very disappointed in you. So I want to move on.
The Guardian didn't stay away from it, Sharo.
Is there?
No, look at on the right-hand side with this put under trending.
All right. Oh, yes.
I think is the fourth one. Yeah.
Okay, so Trinidad and Tobago. Yesterday, my phone was bombarded with calls, videos, this, that, and this is on the Guardian. So in a post-executive council media briefing held today, that should be yesterday, Tobago House of Assembly THA Chief Secretary Farley Augustine revealed that approximately $400,000 had been spent thus far to assist the Roxborough Folks performers in New York. Wait, hold on. I'm reading that yet.
Oh, there's a next one you're reading, man. That one before that.
Wait, I'm reading that one yet. Let me take the thing in sequence. You could get it in sequence to me. You're going to play one yesterday, we're playing back that.
Right, so that's the first one.
Give me it in, but wait, give me it in sequence. Where are my numbers? Back and I only want to be able to get that. So, on YouTube, you'll need to up the live. You can go to the YouTube channel, because I'm putting it up. Iwer TV live broadcast on the Street 919 FM. Now, you see something, I'm going to tell you this. A house divided will never stand. Everybody see? That's one. But you see, when we build our house on a rocky foundation, when I say rocky, I mean it's not stable, or should I say unstable foundation. There's get a lot of answers before the foundation does. YouTubers are waiting. Now, come on. I don't want nobody ask me after. Wait till you say, what happened? So YouTube, please share the live among your friends and family. And Facebook, we cannot have 267 on. and just 8 shares. I'm asking every member on this Facebook here this morning to share the live. Share it for me. Because you see, the other day I had to listen to a live where a person chastising the PNM for a number of things. But you see, apparently we didn't get this information before. And people who know me, I like realness. Hold on. Alyssa on air and another.
Well, I had to mute you because I don't know what you did, but I was still hearing you. So I had was to mute you.
I don't know the whole thing you're hearing through the board still. Trying to we did some changeover, so you're gonna come hopefully today to redo the whole thing.
Well, I'll mute your conversation, so.
Okay, thank you very much, Mike. So, yes, right. Hey, I freeze on Facebook. What is that?
You freeze?
Yeah, I freeze enough.
No, I see. All I still let me see.
I don't know.
Yeah, seeing you good.
All right.
Are we moving all right?
But
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's like, but it's on Facebook, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, but like they ain't taking me on. But everybody gone. Anyhow. So let me say good morning to all of you on our YouTube channel and on Facebook. I don't know if it's me here, but I'm well speaking. All right. Right. So, 284 on Facebook, 11 shares. Now, man, Patsy Edwards shared the live, Lucille Phillip, Candice Joseph, Anne-Marie Monty, Jacqueline Benjamin, all you shared the live now, man. Marilyn Mackenzie, Amos Cambridge. Good morning to all of you. Janet Armstrong, good morning. Somebody say I'm not sounding clear. No need what me. All right. Julia Caesar, Atiba Swamba, Martha Ramnat. Guys, share the live. Okay, so we're up to 297. Let's go. 374 on YouTube. So share the live. Good morning to Mr. and Mrs. Regis. Good morning to Mr. and Mrs. Primus. Good morning to Mr. and Mrs. Chan. Good morning to all our viewers, callers, listeners, all of you, wherever you are. If I was in the station, you'd have seen the number. What can you get Anyhow, so we're going to put up the first part of the whole confusion. So we will follow it in the trend, right?
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Morning, whatever time you're looking at this. I am Watson Duke. I am in Brooklyn, New York. Specifically, I am in 95 Chester Street, Brooklyn, New York, Peterkin Hotel. I have come here to the aid of some 27 Tobagonians from Roxborough Food Group that came to Brooklyn with the aid of Tobago House of Assembly to perform and to represent Tobago and our culture. They were not provided for. Beyond the ticket, when they land, they were treated as thieves, as slaves, as castaways. There were no transportation to rally them and take them from the airport to a chosen specific destination. They came on the streets of New York trying to find a place to sleep, tired, weary, feeling emasculated, and mentally broken. They stayed in a basement for a couple of days with dead rats, etc., hungry and forgotten by the Tobago House of Assembly. I say forgotten because in spite calls were made to the base, the Tobago House of Assembly, stating things are not so. All right, what can be done? Nothing has been done. Today is the 7th of September. How many days passed already? About 4 days passed, and thank God for the sake of a good Tobagonian from a diaspora, he would have utilized his cash after 4 to 5 days and paid for 27 of them to have proper housing in a hotel. But that's housing. At least they can wash, they can bathe, they can relieve themselves, etc. But more important than that is the one need for food. They are without food. They are hungry, and I've come to the aid. I can do so much. 1 day, 2 days, maybe 3 days. But when you consider that they are going back on Monday, what do they do between now and then? And they have lots of show to perform every time they travel. Each person must find at least a minimum of $20 to pay to travel. They have to keep their clothing clean. They must be well attired, hair comb, etc. It's forcing them to stay in New York. I'm appealing to the Tobago House of Assembly, of which I'm part, but those who consider themselves to be the decision makers, those who consider themselves to be the hot shots in the Tobago House of Assembly, the policy makers and the drivers of the system, to act wisely and do so now. Show Tobagonians that you care about them and send money via Western Union, whatever means, so make whatever arrangement to ensure these persons are fed, that these persons are fed tonight. We're not waiting tomorrow. Do it now. Make whatever call you have to make. Pull it up, or else this goes live without any further warning. And you will have to deal with this. I will champion their cause, and I will defend their rights, because for that, I was voted in to office. What and why you were voted into office, you must tell the nation. Thank you very much.
Right. Okay.
So, you got that one.
The second one would be with Farley. When he replied.
Wait just now. So, I'm gonna say. So the chief secretary, after all of that was said, Farley Chavez Augustine had enough. He would be reviewing the responsibilities of Deputy Chief Secretary Watson Duke, following his video release last night. At that time.
That the next video.
Right. Wait. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine said, there is one Chief Secretary. A decision to be made on the responsibility of Mr. Duke before weekend. Mr. Duke has left a lot of work undone, and this is being reviewed, says Chief Secretary Farley Augustine. The behavior of Deputy Chief Secretary Watson Duke was unfortunate. Now you play the second.
Right. Get the second one ready. Hey, what I do?
What?
What I do?
No, not that one.
Just now, wait. What I do? Alright. I'm gonna go back. Nice. Right.
I am doing something strange.
Not that one.
Not that
today,
one?
Earlier today,
No.
I spoke with...
Not that one. Wait.
Alright. So
Play. Let me tell you which one I want to do.
is this one with Duke.
Right.
Ready?
Right.
It is oftentimes said that pride goes before a fall. And he that exalteth himself shall be humbled. but he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. I wish to take this opportunity to warn my colleague and friend, deputy political leader, who holds the position of chief secretary, that those positions are temporary and subject to the ideals of man. And he should not glorify in the authority he wields because of the position given to him, but he should humble himself and deal with the issue that have had Tobagonians at their wits' end. Yesterday, 27 persons were challenged with food, and in spite of what is being said, the answer was food. And my concern was, how do we feed these Tobagonians on a daily basis until they have to take their exit from North America? I had called upon the Tobago House of Assembly to step in and to fix the matter. I've called upon the hotshots who believe that they're policymakers, etc., of the Assembly, of which I'm part, to deal with this. In other words, the Assembly should have meet, discuss the matter in emergency session, and have the matter dealt with expeditiously to the satisfaction of all and sundry. These persons prior to yesterday had gone through an ordeal where they were belittled by the place that housed them and to the treatment that was meted out to them. Yet they continue to fight on and to do what was necessary as it was a performance. The question as to who sent them, whether it was Tobago House of Assembly or they went on their own, is not a question with any merit at this point in time. What is of merit is that the Tobago House of Assembly would have aided them in the purchase of their tickets. And the Tobago House of Assembly cannot shirk from its responsibility having purchased the tickets. It is now a matter in which the Tobago House of Assembly must become invested to the point where they look after these Tobagonians. The PDP was built on the back of Tobagonians, and it was built for Tobagonians who were facing the oppression of the another party. And I remain true to form and I say my office of Deputy Chief Secretary means nothing to me unless I can serve Tobago. So for the Chief Secretary to issue a veiled threat and say he's going to review my functions, to me is laughable, it's ridiculous, and he has to understand that while he's Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly, I am political leader of the PDP. And while you could take the state funds and perhaps wheel and deal with it as your colleagues on the next side, the red side, you cannot wheel and deal with the heart of man in that manner. People are looking on, they are observing, they are taking notes, and they have recognized that you, as the Augustine Charles Farley commentator on Facebook would say, can now be deemed as liar Farley. So your words take on little credibility in a space where you was once deemed to be a virgin politician, one of great hope, one of great integrity. Your pontificating on matters doesn't augur well. I'm calling on you now through this medium again, before you make a foolish move which you will regret. Think twice, think hard, put away the bravado spirit you have, that showboating spirit you have, that boastful spirit you have that say, one boss here. Put it away, pull yourself off that pedestal and humble yourself, and let us reason this thing out. A man is a man if you can't change him, man, and take back your words, take back your chat. So you take back your chat and humble yourself. Because you cannot threaten the political leader of a party to emasculate him. and not go into a war zone, a political war zone which you will not win, but certainly which you will lose. So I want to caution you with all great advice as a brother. Humble yourself. As we're saying today, go dig yourself, chill out, drink some.
Bruce, we could cut off that now. I want to hear no more of that. I want to hear no more of that. No, Trinidad and Tobago, I want to show you how some leaders does operate. Always want to sit down and cuss Dr. Keith Rowley, day in, day out. All your house need cleaning. Now I tell you, some of we like to jump on bandwagon and we know what we jumping on. So you watch one woman do a live a night, chastising and talking, so you jump on to say you want to talk the same. You can't talk that because the PNM is totally different to all these makeup groups. That's what I continue to tell all you. Get your facts right before you talk. For all you know, I don't mince my word. I'm doing this too long. I don't mince my word. And I'm not afraid to take on anything. So, before I go into the next part, I want you to listen, everybody listen carefully.
2 minutes.
We have to go to the break in a while.
Yeah, 2 minutes again.
So, a question was asked. You know, there was a lady moving with Watson all over the place. I ain't seeing her. I ain't seen her. Somebody sent me a video with some person for Labor Day whining and carrying on. And I saw somebody looking like Vanilla Allen Toppin pushing a gentleman in a wheelchair. I want to ask the question this morning. When we come back, maybe we can get some answers. Is that what the funding, the $400,000 that Watson Duke didn't talk about in his video, was given to the Roxborough folk performers to go to New York for? That is how they were advertising or marketing Tobago Carnival? All you really feel people stripping? But even more, PDP have a notice. All your bacchanal now start. The PDP political leader Watson Solomon Duke at a PDP executive meeting held last night, Thursday, 8th of September 2022, has revoked with immediate effect the following deputy political leaders' appointments. Fadi Augustine, deputy leader, political leader. Faith B. Israel, deputy political leader. Alicia Roberts Patterson, deputy political leader. The public is hereby to note that they are now ordinary members of the PDP and too should be guided accordingly. That, yeah? That tell all you, that was the man party. This have no organization structure. That was the man party. So anytime you talk out that term, or you ain't do what he wants, take that. Or they get PSA on the roof. Let me go to the break. You ready to go to the break?
Yeah, wait 30 seconds again.
Let me go to the break and come back. And when we come back, I go play something where Fadi tell them leading up to the election. Oh, while they was campaigning. Take that in all your way. So they ask for that, you know. I tell all you, they would have never stay long together. Because what we do is a getaway train. Right now, all you have to be careful on the road, you know. Be careful. So because you didn't come to tell the people about the $400,000 that was already given. And they were what can you do with $400,000?
Leave it there.
Leave it there. Leave it there.
We'll be right back.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for the program The Final Hour with Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr. and his wife, Nikki Garcia, for the Bible study every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mark chapter 16, verse 15 says, "Go into all the world and preach this gospel for every creature, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation."
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Kochi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. You don't know.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., to the Children's Hour Worship Ministry of the Word and the Family Forum every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., The Law and You, and every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All Night Prayer Live, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, "He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God." Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com. Reggae Rock Sundays featuring MC Duke and Selector Kutchi present Reggae and Rockers. On board the Embassy Yacht on September 24th, Republic Night. Boarding 10 p.m. and sailing at 11 p.m. at the Hyatt Waterfront in Port of Spain. Get your reggae groove on. With top DJs, Selector Kutchi, Bruce Wayne, TC, and Heavy Duty. Early bird tickets cost $150. After that, you pay more, $175. For tickets, call Selector Kutchi at 777-7909 and MC Duke at 349-4121. Reggae and Rockers Republic Night. No oversized schoolers allowed. Don't miss it.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as Nano Silver, Nano Zinc, Body Light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108. Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle Tuesday morning from 11:05 to 12 noon, right here on the Street 919 FM.
Here at Land Capital Certificates, we provide opportunities for your money to make money. We all know saving is important, but saving alone won't get you to your financial goals. And let's face it, the bank doesn't have your best interest in mind. So this is your wake-up call. Do you have $1 million saved? Then contact us today. Spots Unlimited. Call 324-LENN. That's 324-LENN.
Tune into the street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinau Thomas.
The scripture says, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in."
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Sherwin R. Thomas on the Street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, the Truth, the Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the Street 919 FM from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This and every Sunday on the Street 919 FM. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me." John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3845, 349-5178, or 342-7303.
Good, that boat life looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat I look like it was wet.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're locked onto the Street 919 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy with the lovely Miss Sharon Felix and Bruce Sweet.
Good morning to all of you.
Why are you hearing you so? Where your mic is exactly?
It's right here. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, but something else picking up your audio or?
I don't know.
And if it's your camera?
I just don't know.
All right.
Put all of that to rest. Right. So, I know I belong to a political organization. I've never hidden that from anybody. I can tell you. So, you don't just get up one day and revoke the appointment of your executive council. So you get up one day. Of course, the political leader in the People's National Movement, he is who names his deputy political leader. But all the other positions are positions that you vote in, as we are getting ready right now for that internal election. So our internal elections is not like any other. Right now we're doing in-house elections in terms of we're doing party groups. When party groups are finished, then we have Women's League, we have Youth League, and then we go to constituency executive each year. When that is finished, we go to the party election for officers. The political leader, whoever he or she may be, is who announces their deputy. Right? Understood? So yes, you can revoke them, yeah, but there's a process in which you do it. That's why I say I love my PNN. You don't see that kind of bacchanal just so. Right? Because every MP or minister know their protocol in which they do things. I tell all you was getting into trouble from day one, but they didn't want to listen to me. They didn't want to listen to that. So, I'm meeting on the 8th, which is yesterday. The political leader declared that all the appointment position of deputy political leader have been revoked. Bali take that. Yeah. Chairperson Dr. Sean Ned. Political leader Mr. Watson Duke. Deputy Chairperson Mr. Andre Cowan. Deputy political leader, I ain't seen nothing there. Treasurer Mr. Marlon Rajman? General Secretary Ms. Anne Natasha II. Assistant General Secretary Ms. Megan Morrison. Public Relations and Communications Officer Ms. Orisha Hackett. Finance Officer Ms. Tamika Whitlock Labadie. Election Officer Mr. Otis Noel. Membership and Mobilization Officer Mr. Akil Abdullah. All the understand him.
The city.
So in a post-executive council media briefing held that month, when is this for? 13 hours ago. Tobago House of Assembly THS Chief Secretary Fadia Augustine revealed that approximately $400,000 had been spent thus far to assist the Roxborough folk performers in New York.
How much money?
$400,000. At the briefing today, he addressed the matter regarding a lack of funding and resources for 27 members of the group in New York. He emphasized the THS did not send it. The THS partly sponsored their trip to the U.S. What was the trip about? Bruce, I sent something to you?
The pics. But
Yeah.
Sharon, 400,000 you say was spent for them, right? So let me say 27 of them plus Mr. Duke, right? That is roughly $14,285 per person. And they are no food now?
Listen, well, they must have to buy this before that.
No, but I was saying per person, so ticket buying,
Right.
accommodations making,
Right.
food buying, we getting transport to go all over the place.
But wait, you must know that you was preparing to go, so you didn't do nothing for yourself. Wait, hold on there. So, where am I? So the THS partly sponsored their trip to the US and had not accounted to spend such a large sum. This comes after Deputy Chief Secretary Watson Duke slammed Augustine's Progressive Democratic Patriots PDP administration for not providing funding for members of the group who was set to perform at several events in New York. Were they going to perform for free? Augustine admitted that the performers had approached the THA for some assistance since they had several activities scheduled in and around the tri-state area in New York for Labor Day festivities, and they had agreed. I was assured then that they weren't looking for the THA to give 100%. They were looking for the THA to help get them there. He added, listen, the chief secretary noted that he met with the principals of the group, which was led by Miss Vanilla Allen Toppin, about 2 months ago. Now they're going back there again. Remember, when the People's Partnership was in office, they talk about this bacchanal and a group, and you remember, listen, now let me go on here.
Oh.
And 27 people were scheduled to take the trip. The group in question also had visa challenges to the point where many members of the team only got through with their visas last week and then proceeded to travel on Saturday and Sunday. Since the group departed the country so quickly, Augustine revealed that the THA could not have issued any check for their departure, and as such, a promissory note was given to the travel agency to settle the bill. You hear that, eh? He stressed that the THA is not in a financial position to distribute cash on its whim and has to go through the executive board as well, since he alone cannot make the decision. The chief secretary made an assurance that before the end of the weekend, there will be a release indicating the decision to treat with the unfortunate and the ill-advised briefing of the DCS in New York. Right? The deputy chief secretary in New York. Trinidad and Tobago. I want to log on. 524 on YouTube and 405 on Facebook. I'm going to put up some pictures and videos and I will show you. Is that what the money was for? What marketing is this bringing to Tobago and Tobago Carnival? Is it that they carried up part of a band, a section in a band to show off our masqueraders and how our costumes are made and so on? What really is the marketing strategy used here? I say I ain't minding people's business, but you see this? And I say I'm not fighting Tobago fight because all you vote for that. That is what all you wanted. We talk to all you, we show all you, we tell all your PSA was being run under this man. And all they didn't want to hear. This morning, I swear, I'm not stopping. Put it up for me. I want all it.
I get two videos
and some pics.
I only seen one pic, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on. 3 videos and supposed to be 2 pics, but I only seen one. Unless the phone full, boy. Mamma mia. That's all.
They have 2 videos.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 2 videos and 2 pics.
Right.
Right, so I'll now go and send the next one. Right.
I want you to
so we're to see first the pics.
One with the striped shirt.
Alright.
I am asking the question. Listen, I have no problem with a group wanting to go anywhere, right? But my issue is, if you all want to go, you must know how you're reaching there. Where you're getting money to spend, so you was depending wholly and solely on the THA. But all you want to come and talk, all kind of rubbish. When the UNC on this, I ain't the UNC saying a word.
No.
They want to cuss and talk about all kind of things. If all you want to talk word for word, let me talk. $400,000. Eh? What I could have do? What is the real marketing strategy used, or you're going to get out of this $400,000? And at this time, if you all have scheduled events, isn't it that you're going to be paid?
That's a good question.
Look here. You have it up?
Yeah, I have the picture with the striped shirts.
So, what is this? Is this uniform of the Roxborough folk performers? And Vanilla Allen Toppin is pushing this gentleman on the wheelchair. Somebody sent to tell me that's a husband. I don't know. I cannot see. What exactly did you all go to New York to do? I want to see the schedule of events. Because if the THA have to spend money or give all your money to do all these things, we want to see the schedule of events. That's one. So, This is not the first time I hear Vanilla Allen Topping name calling in any group from Tobago going so and so. And Tobago now start calling and remind me because it came up already. Go ahead, Bruce.
Next
I want to
picture.
show you what all the bacchanal is for.
The next
These
picture?
people looking like, yeah.
Right, nice. There's the next picture here.
But you see what Watson failed to tell us it was Vanilla Allen Topping he was trying to talk about. And the group. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
The next picture up already with the single lady.
Right.
Right, that
Go
picture
ahead
up right
again.
now.
Go ahead again.
What I have next is the videos.
Give me the video. What are the video?
All right. Let's see.
They went there to enjoy themselves.
All right, there is one. Next one.
$400,000.
Next one.
No, that was me. Of course. And Mary, you asking that if you have to carry your husband? Of course, yes. Because it's free money. $400,000 for them to work for you, but I don't know. And where? What is the schedule? The schedule of events, what it is, right there. Right there.
I think we've been duped.
No. We're going good. No duped here today. We're going good.
Okay, Father, well, yes.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. So, you went to Dubai. You went to Dubai and give us no information. Then when you're done, you go on to New York to talk to an empty hall. Only chairs you spoke to. Talk to me. All your owing contractors. No pay. Talk to me. I'm not a beast.
I read in a comment here. Frank James. Mr. Frank James. That done sort out already, you know. This is something fresh on the table right now. On Facebook. Talk about the government can't afford pen, pencil, and paper for inquiries into the matter concerning foremen that died is not something serious. No, because it's your party. Brother man, that done deal with already and that done sort out already. You see how all you're backward? This is something fresh and brand new going on here right now. Current issues. That done sort out already. Inquiry done going on. Where you living?
These people always it come again like the issue with Wall Street. You want to compare a man leaving an organization and okay, of course they put a bad thing. So Sharon Felix is no longer affiliated to and to do any business. You want to draw that attention to the behavior of a woman, and that is what we heard from the corporation in Sandy Grande. All the man. When they come good now, man, I want to hear you on this. That's what I want to hear you on. I give you another one. Did I send you another one? Or they call come and open the line.
Remember that send me anyway, the one you tell me don't play yet.
You could go ahead and play that one.
You want to play that now?
Yes, play that for me.
Alright.
All the information I'm giving you this morning, I'm giving you ton loads. Hold on your hand. YouTube is 663, Facebook is 525. Hold on your hand. Or they come to cuss me this morning. Because come prepare and grease me back for the cup. Hold on your hand. Play it for them. I want you to listen. So So when you start
I am doing something strange. Earlier today, I spoke with a couple lawyers and I asked them to help me draft a contract, which tonight in your presence, I am going to ask.
Let me just correct that. This is why the election was going on. So this is what Farley Augustine said. I want you to listen, and then I'll take the next one.
Earlier today, I spoke with a couple lawyers and I asked them to help me draft a contract, which tonight in your presence, I am going to ask every single one of my candidates, including myself, to sign in the presence of a commissioner of affidavit who will stamp it. And this social contract, which I'm advised does not hold the same weight as other types of contracts. This social contract will be the guiding principle by which every single representative for the PDP must operate. And let me tell you how serious I am. These contracts, one copy will be stored with yours truly, the next Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly. And as our candidates all hit the street on Sunday coming, they will drop copies by you. And there is a blank line called constituent, which I am inviting you to sign at your pleasure, because I expect you to hold your area representatives to these said very values. And I will tell you as your next Chief Secretary, people breaching this contract will result in them being outside of the Executive Council, because it is about time somebody gets serious with the business of the people of Tobago. I also want to give you the commitment that my focus is not so much on retaining power, but my focus is on good governance. And sometimes leaders in our system question whether or not they should put the rod of correction down because they're afraid somebody might leave the party, they're afraid somebody might cross the floor. Well, I have had many people who have left this party already because they don't like democracy, because they like their own way, because they feel they could manipulate systems within the party. And no organization is beneath any individual. The organization is above the individual. And the island of Tobago is above this organization called the PDP. And so, I want to just quickly share with you one aspect of this contract. The contract is between every candidate and their respective district. And there are 8 primary principles on which I'm asking every candidate to sign tonight. And I know we might go slightly above the 1 hour mark, but this is important that you see them sign it, that it is witnessed by a commissioner of affidavit. And I will invite momentarily our first chairman of the party, Mr. Harrigan Henry, who is still young and kicking, to be the witness and to use the power of his stamp and to stamp and sign this in your presence too. The 8 principles are: 1, to use regularly organized town hall meetings and or modern technology to determine the consensus among the views of constituents.
Stop my writing. I'll send you another clip. And there's some. You have to take that clip, but you have to go a certain part of it. Niger, right. I've seen, he said, listen from 5:30 on the clip. I send the clip, so listen. But while you're getting that clip ready, let me just share with you guys. So guys, the Facebook has fell off. I tell you, as we reach a certain number, and back up?
Yeah, put it back up.
All right. As we climb in the spectrum, you know, the bam, that is stopping me, not deterring. Right. So listen, people jump back on the live, quick on Facebook. Jump, share it quick. Share the live. With 701 on YouTube, share the live on Facebook. We back up and running. Listen to this now, Trinidad and Tobago. They were supposed to come here, Nicole S. Hackett. Listen, they were supposed to come here to New York City for Tobago Day and didn't show up. We thought they weren't coming, but they showed up a week later. The place they booked was contacted and they said they didn't answer. Of course, they wouldn't because they cost them money, right? A friend of mine picked them up and had him at his house while we were calling around looking for places. We were surprised that they were so unorganized. Watson was here, held a town meeting, and all he did was bash P&M and the people who migrated here, telling us we left people at home to suffer and fall, and talking about being the future Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago and needing our donation. Or yet you're going and cussing the people and telling them about look, and you're begging for donation. He had an agenda from day one because he had no issues with his accommodation. But with the money, $400,000 given him, what stopped him from using that money to make sure they were good? And the last time they came, shopping left owing the lady where they stayed. Oh, Lord. Oh, they are reading an article from the paper. Nicole S. Hackett. I want to open the lines in the meantime. And I want people to remind me. There was an issue with this same Vanilla Allen Toppin and some Bacchanal. I can't remember the thing so well. Or they remind me, please. Remind me. 307-0930 4757-426. While, yes, take it. While we're getting ready for the next video. Go ahead, Bruce.
Caller, good morning.
Yeah, morning, Bruce Wayne. You'll have to wait 4 years again to get in.
I don't want to hear this morning. I don't want to hear you.
Come on. How he manage?
What wrongdoing? Get the end Satan. I don't want to hear you.
How he even manage? He don't call here. When Sharon on, he don't call.
See, when I'm jamming them, they still take it. Because we bring in the fact. We ain't saying that, everything come to me. And I'm sending it and spreading it. Because when PNM and any little so if that's all you need, how do they take suck it, or they take it and make do all kind of thing. Or they give me a break. Stay in your lane. Go and help your wife knead flour and make some bake this morning. Don't come here. Get off. Call me, guys, we waiting. 307-0930 4757-426. What the hell?
How one year?
Blasted teeth in your mouth falling out. Go and get some crazy boots and stick it. Don't harass me this morning, Don't harass me this morning. Right. All it no good to go after Tracy Davidson and talk all kind of things. About zip line and what? What line of this is? What line of this is? Call her good morning. Yeah. We looking stupid.
No. They will come to it. All of a sudden, you have to come up with one. So the third of our perform. In time, everybody. I'm stupid. This is our game will be telling from out here. It's not clear. You can't just spend money. Money for a short day. That's the home before. So you see how up there, you're all time money and there's some more money. Yes, it is. You got them money share that, and there you go. If you see them getting money from the share, every time money to the phone, that's after we go and why. According to you work here and you can't tell what we want this for. After now, we want to know why you have to buy. After all, we want to know what you have to do and how big hole. So, then they say, I'm going to say. But you know what? You go on, you're in the whole crew, come from your crew. All around the way. All around the body are the center of my money. I want to we all know that I want to
They're good enough. They're good. I tell you that. Thank you very much. Yes, so they call me. Yes, Angie, morning. Morning.
Morning.
Your first video, I'm going to only follow listeners online video. In your first video, did I hear something about the funds being used carelessly or, you to that effect? Martha firstborn, like you're suffering from amnesia. I do not understand for you to share members on one bank and crawl road with it on your back like Santa Claus. Are you not the same person who goes on spending trees with CSA members? Use I just ask you, something has to be wrong with you. And the challenge that video with those people in you. When you could, one of the questions on the comments is how long would you be saved? And where would you be saved? So let's stop talking about the people who are out on the trees and they hang with us and all that. Come on, man. Let's check your head. Something wrong with you. How are they doing?
Thank you very much, Angie. Well. Hey, I ain't hearing Kingsley at all.
Kingsley still call you?
No, he don't have to call you, but I mean, I ain't hearing him talking about this. Not a word. Not a word. Good morning to you. Not a single word. The lines are open. We're taking your call. And who wants to defend call? But you see, you central. Stay in your lane. Don't call you. Call, let me talk.
You exercise some belly this morning, boy.
I not belly alone. That is something where you don't have. I call it only over. That is something you don't have. You have plenty of that. You have peer too.
Oh, gosh.
But it's missing in action. All in not calling? Where's Mount St. George? Where's all my Tobago listeners on the internet and the YouTube channel?
Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Sharon?
Yes?
And Bruce?
Morning.
You want to get the news of what the three deputy political leader in Tobago?
You're not listening to the program.
You know that, right?
Yeah, we know that we just spoke with that already.
Okay, beautiful. Okay,
nice. Yeah, man, take care.
I'm not missing a beat. All they call us up. Where are the Tobagonians? What happened? Don't tell me they can't get in because my line is clear. And it's open for you. Right. Mount St. George?
Yes, I'm Mr. Rose.
What going on? What is that?
Well, I'm Mr. Rose, I don't know because I am not in the party. I know I am in Tobago, but I am not in the party of the House of Assembly. So I can't tell you what's going on. I know it's a bacchanal, and it is on the Facebook, and as you read out, that what has fire all the deputies and whoever. So the bacchanal now get right. And I, as I said to Isaiah yesterday, a 100-meter dash. And the race now starts. I don't know, this is a neck and neck race, but it will have a big bacchanal. I tell you why. The people in Tobago who supported the PDP, they're going to stand because they're against the CNN. So they stand on Farley side. More or less, I think that is my daughter. But what we look at a strong base because of the party, and I know he has strong followers. So I don't know how this fight is going to end up, whether it's going to be a knockout, or a technical knockout, or a flat-out knockout. However, that is not my business.
I sitting back and watch. I know that cannot move me from where I'm living. I know I am not in the way, so I have no problem. I go and listen to the people, and the young people going to suffer more because the young people in Tobago, they are not working, they're nothing. All this is Pali talking about in 9 months pregnancy. Pali has not done nothing for the young people of Tobago. He's talking about a library that was 6 years in the Goodwood High School, and he put it there in 9 months. What the library in the school has to do with the fellas on the block, 300 of them on the block who not working? What does that have to do with anything? Those people are going to fix it and give everybody sustainable jobs. So let them fight. The vanilla cookie lady, it is her husband that she carried there.
That's her husband? Okay.
Yes, because it seems that nobody, because of her, not taking care of her husband because she's sick long time. That's why she was in the highest with him. Remember the bacchanal with the
yes.
Right. But you know, some people miserable and they can't walk in and blah, 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 because I don't think she's a popular figure in Charlottesville. I don't think so. So she has to carry him wherever she's going because nobody is going to take care of him or whatever. So that is what they went for. And what he was here for independence and fly back to America, so that's what he is doing because he was here for independence and then he was right after. So he fly back after you see, he didn't even know the date, he said it 27. It's something, and then he said, they tell him no, it's today the 7th of September. So he don't even know what's taking place around him. And then he say how many days pass and whatever. That was a gift from Watson to them for what they might have campaigned in Charlottesville to let the PDP win Pali seat. So it's a whole big bacchanal and Pali playing boss now. But we just see who is the real boss. Because Watson is, as you say, is making what really is there. And I, from Watson do performance, I know if you have a big crash there, but the people are the ones we have to look at now because it's a two-sided thing and the people do not want the PNM back in Tobago. So I don't know how the fight is going to end up, who's going to get more and who's going to get the rest. But it is a real thing.
But you know why? You know why the people don't want the PNM in Tobago? It's what was fed to them. One. And sometimes we just have to take our time out and check ourselves. That's what we have to do. And when we don't do that and we don't listen, things just happen. You see, there's 2 airs we have. God said to listen plenty and talk less. We're doing more talking than listening. That is our downfall and our problem as human beings. When we get into position, we get out of control. And I'm asking the new dispensation to please listen as much as you can and deal with the people as it is the right thing to do.
And show them the truth because the big lie that was told to Tobago.
Everybody stay quiet and they never defend it.
Yes, that the PNM do nothing for 21 years. The house that Paddy Augustine, the chief secretary, is living in is Mr. London. Kenya, that house was there. Mr. London was living in his house, his personal home in Tank Road. I know where Mr. London lives. There, and he built that place and moved from where his personal residence to the chief secretary house. Mr. Calvin Charles was the second chief secretary that went there. And they also built an office for the opposition, whatever. I'm talking so far, the opposition to the PNM, which was what the Duke office in Chicago and all these things. But they're telling the first-time voter who was 21 years old that this is what Tobago was since God made Tobago, and PNM have not done anything. There's so many things that is being done. But finally, let me get off the radio and give somebody else a check. Finally, no matter what you say, what you give you a deadline, send the money to Western Union and give them people for them to come back home, buy something of this. Because shopping went and she used post credit card and all sorts of things. So the money they want to buy something to bring back from New York to distribute to New York and Charlottesville and whatever. Send the money by Western Union. You must now send the $400,000. You know $400,000 is so much for 27? About $15,000 per person. Send it up and begin with yourself and don't make you what to do fight, because all of my time of physical fighting to be no, you know. I'm not wishing that, but the way things go here, because the people are very, very arrogant here and vicious, very, very, and could have physical abuse here. To be with this bacchanal. I'm going, let somebody else have a word.
Sean, we have an obituary to go to.
Okay, go ahead to your obituary, sir. We'll resume calls in a while.
Yes.
Hold your call.
The Street 919 FM has been asked to announce the passing of Wemmas Charles, who departed this life at the age of 95 years on Tuesday, the 30th of August 2022, at his residence, 21 Freedom Street, Lot 10, Guapo. He will be lovingly remembered as the son of the late Kenneth Charles and Gertrude George, husband of the late Iris Charles, father of Osborne Bernadette, David, Rebecca, deceased, Augustine, Sandra, Errol, Angela, Sherwin, and Rachel, grandfather of 26, great-grandfather of 15, brother of Yvonne George, Justin George, and Agatha Dixon, all deceased, uncle of 8, relative of the Charles, George, McIntosh, and Dixon families, friend of many. The funeral service for the late Wemmas Charles will take place on Friday, the 9th of September 2022 at 2 p.m. at Elite Funeral Home Chapel, Main Road, Newlands, Point Fortin, thence to the Brighton Cato Cemetery. Inquiries can be made at Elite Funerals Homes Limited at 648-3462. The funeral service will be streamed live on Elite Funeral Homes Limited Facebook page.
This is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
Yes, Sharo. And I hear you.
To make sure I ain't, because next thing my mouth stick with something and come over. Yeah. We taking your calls, you know, but I want to hold a little bit. Where's the time? 7:42. The thing that I sent to you, the video.
That
and I sent.
Let's say I had to play from 5:50.
5:30.
5:30. Let me see. When I click on it.
All
right. Okay. Let me see. 5:30.
I want to listen to.
Right.
So here now, we can't have a difference of opinion. I am no fan of the PDP and will never be. But we are all human beings. I am not defending anything that the PDP want to do, whether it's wrong or right. The PDP can do that for themselves. But I want to, if you have a man, the man sitting in the chief secretary, he has a responsibility. You are accustomed with your wishy-washy way of running organization without no structure, because you alone does do everything. You alone run everything. You alone make them sign off, or you alone sign off on everything. So you want to come down and do that in the THA? No, I eagerly wait to see all you with testicular fortitude. Let me see how much all you had that, or breasticular fortitude, to stand up for what is right. Let me see, because all you want to stay in office, and all you want to fall in love with office. That's all you want to stand up for what is right. And allow this gentleman to come and remove Fali as the chief secretary. Well, I'll wait to see that. All you was talking about two bridge falling down. PDP bridge is crumbling because you are a dictator. You want to bring here like Well, them countries would have dictatorship, but I ain't want to call no name.
I ain't calling the wrong name.
It's a dictator.
Oh, good.
They took bold face. And the wrong thing is what all let us engage in. Only engaging in the wrong thing. Eh? And you want to be prime minister? Of what? Of my own house.
Oh, Lord.
Don't know your place. But that's good. Well, they take that. And in the meantime,
you ready for me?
Members of the Sandy Grand Regional Corporation Council has they're not accepting a retraction from the Alderman Susan Holder for her racial charge statement made at the last statutory meeting. Because you know why? At that time, when Councillor Gill was talking and the chairman was playing, trying to try playing the false sounding itself. She could have retracted, then you didn't. You say you're not taking back a word. Well done. Signed by Martin, Terry Rondon, Simone Gill Joseph, Paul Mongola, and Danielle Marshall Piper. Morning, Miss Piper. Ronnie Lochan. Very well. Well done. Go ahead. Later. What all it here? They will come here for this morning. Bacchanal. Hear it.
With Mrs. Allen Toppin, I indicated clearly that the THA could not fund 100% of them getting to and from New York. Well, not just getting to and from New York, but 100% of the entire trip. I was assured then that they weren't looking for the THA to give 100%. They were looking for the THA to help get them there. They raised with me that their priority area, of course, would be getting tickets to get to New York and to get there on time. They too had visa challenges to the point where many members of the team only got through with their visas last week, and they traveled on Saturday and Sunday. So think about that, getting through with your visa a mere 48 hours or so before having to travel, which is a really tight timeline. And for groups wishing to travel, especially to the US, you have to understand that at this time, the US, I'm not speaking on behalf of the embassy, but the embassy has quite a backlog of people trying to get appointments because they were closed for some years. And so it's not a given that if the THA writes and asks that somehow you will magically get the visa. No, it doesn't work like that. The issuing of visas from the embassy is the sole priority and prerogative of the US embassy and their employees there. That's not a THA business at all. But anyway, some of them got their arrangements done, the visas last week, and so 27 left between Saturday, some left on Saturday, some left on Sunday. The timelines were so tight that there was no way the THA could have issued any checks for their departure. And in any case, this administration has a policy where we prefer to pay invoices as opposed to just giving monies to groups. So you come as a group and you say, okay, I need assistance to get some balls or to get some uniforms, or I need assistance to go to Trinidad. Instead of giving you the group the money to go and do it, we prefer to pay for the service, because what we have found is that sometimes you give groups monies and they ain't go anywhere, or less people and they tell you will be going actually attended, and no accountability is given for the extra sums of monies and that kind of thing. And so it's a similar arrangement. But because the timelines were so short, we had to eventually give a promissory note to the travel agency that we will settle the bill in order for them to be able to leave here. Before the team left here, Mrs. Allen Toppin assured us that she had their accommodation booked and everything was in place for where they were to stay. Sometime on Sunday, I was alerted by the head of team, that's the group that hosts the Tobago Day and the Tobago festivities in New York every year. I was alerted by the president of that group that they came in, they were calling the host at the bed and breakfast, and
they got no answer. They got there in the night and they just couldn't get into the place. The place was locked up, and eventually a church rescued them and allowed them to sleep in the church for the night. So when I heard that, I said, but we can't, notwithstanding the fact that I said to this group, we can't fund all of your exploits in the US. I said, you know what? We can't allow Tobagonians to sleep on the streets. By this time on Sunday, somebody gave them a basement that was not prepared to host visitors, and certainly not 27 visitors. So, be that as it may, I worked out an arrangement with the president of team that we would provide some accommodation for them. That accommodation for the entire group came up to $9,000, which we gave a commitment to pay. And we had someone in the US pay it on our behalf with the hope of being refunded by the THA. And of course, that is risky because you know the THA does operate. When THA owe your money, it takes long to give her your money. But be that as it may, that was all in an effort to ensure that this team in the US, the Roxbury Folk Performers, that they were able to at least find some place decent to sleep and be able to go on their errands and meet their appointments, the appointments that were required for them across the period that they were there. Because at the end of the day, they are Tobagonians out there. And let me correct a misconception. The THA did not send them. The THA sponsored their trip to the US. If the THA is to send anybody to the US, the THA has to pay per diem per person. We know that. So we did not send them, but we sponsor them. And I'll tell you how this experience will result in some policy changes. You see, you live and you learn. Now, I will tell you that for the flights to and from New York and their accommodation together, everything so far comes up to $417.50. So this is a $400,000 commitment from the THA to this single group. Remember, we also have several other groups, and I already explained that to them because we have groups you need to give some subsidies to. I'm looking at Tobago football, I'm looking at cricket, and I'm saying we need to increase the amount of subsidies to these organizations so that they can run their activities well. We have groups traveling all over the place, and we're trying to help some here, some there, but for nobody are we trying to give 100% of the cost. We're trying to help. And so yesterday at around 5:34 p.m., yesterday at 5:45 p.m., while we were just rounding up Executive Council meeting yesterday evening, the Deputy Chief Secretary called and indicated that some of the members, that they're struggling to be able to purchase food. And so I said, but how is that the case? Because if you're a group and you're going, and I communicated to you in person that we're sponsoring this thing, I would think that for the things that we're not covering, you will try to cover yourself. But then he indicated that, of course, when they came in and the place they booked wasn't available, and I in fact spoke to Mrs. Allen Toppin after I spoke with the DCS, and she indicated that the host of the facility where they were supposed to sleep at only called us sometime the next day to say that she was at a party somewhere and didn't hear the phone ringing. Right? We did not make any bookings for anybody because it's not a THA-owned trip. It's Roxbury Folk Performers going out to New York. Yes, they're representing Tobago there, and that is what justifies us giving them some support. But certainly, it has to be with good measure. But notwithstanding, the DCS called and complained about the fact that while they could not find accommodation, some of the members used their monies to go and pay for some places to stay, and so now they were running short of monies for their own meals. Mrs. Allen Toppin indicated to me that they travel to and from each of the places for performance. That travel is being taken care of the hosts of these events. And I think they were even at some function for the Guyanese recently as well. So not just Tobago-based functions they're at, but across the Caribbean. So the hosts are providing their transportation and they receive meals wherever they go to perform. Subsequent to that conversation with the Deputy Chief Secretary, I took it upon myself again to call the head of team and said to him, look, the people there and some of them, they're having some challenges getting some food. Do you have anybody within your organization that is a certified caterer, registered caterer, at least to provide 1 or 2 meals to them? A good breakfast and maybe something light in the evening. Because if they're out during the day performing, then they have no need for lunch or breakfast, lunch where they are. And where we eventually got for them to stay is a place that is not providing complimentary breakfast. Let me say that. So they really and truly have to pay for whatever they need to eat while they're there. I eventually got that quote sometime after 8, after 9 last night, while I was in yet another meeting, because after I left Exec Council, that...
I'm not hearing you. All right, I'm not hearing you.
So Trinidad and Tobago, you would have heard, so you see, for all of that, Pali, you just get reprimanded. Throw you out. He strip you naked. And the next press release we go see is all of them with no... You set a dashboard, puppies were going and sit down there and just nod their head to remove Pali as chief secretary. And they tell him, don't get too comfortable. And they tell him that don't get too comfortable because you was put there as a wind-up toy. Not only were you put there as a wind-up toy, but a rubber stamp. So you're not supposed to talk, Pali, and for talking, you shall be thrown to the wolves. Reminds me of a person here who was in control of something. Whenever you talk, they cast you away. Boy, Trinidad and Tobago, especially Tobago, all in trouble, All you're in trouble, Tobago, all in trouble. UNC-style politics. UNC-style politics. It will never stop. Watson joke. Take a bow for starting to mash up Tobago. Take a bow. We're going to the break. It's time to go?
Yeah.
We're going to the break. We'll be back. Don't shit the bell. When you come back, I'll open the line City will call. But Central, go and stick your gum. We'll be back.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM. It's the weekend.
Yo. It's a feel-good weekend.
On the street.
I wanna make love to you.
Where we turn down the talk and turn up the music. Playing all your favorite songs and artists of yesterday and today.
We sing, say me after them before. When all the sun get red, I'm like a blazing fire.
Right here on
The Street, 919 FM.
In Trinidad and Tobago, there are so many things to talk about. Social issues, injustice, child abuse, domestic violence, political scandals, and much more. On HOTP, we will cover all that and much more. Don't forget, you can catch us every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday nights from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram. Hot off the press. Hot topics, no filter.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as Nano Silver, Nano Zinc, Body Light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108.
Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle Tuesday morning from 11:05 to 12 noon. Right here on the street 919 FM.
The steel pan, the only musical instrument invented in the 20th century, is a reflection of the perseverance and innovativeness of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, which have always been central to our development as a nation. And the steel pan story epitomizes this, carved out of life and struggle and determination, rising out of the spirit of the African drum. The steel pan stands today as evidence of innovativeness, creativity, and passion for life integral to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. My name is Kwesi Paul. Join me each and every Sunday from 9 to 12 on the street 91.9 FM.
Hi Trinidad and Tobago, this is yours truly, Pastor Charles, streaming live from Port of Spain, Trinidad, Maraval Road, 91.9. Our services start from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning from the first, the second, and last Wednesday of the month. We are going to have a TRME time in the presence of God. We will be praying, praise God, for our nation. We'll be praying for families. We'll be praying for those that are sick and those that are in need. Tune in to the best station, 91.9 FM Street Live, Port of Spain, Maraval.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the old-time gospel hour family radio ministry every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. to the children's hour worship ministry of the Word and the family forum every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Law and You, and every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer live, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Good about like looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat, I look like it's as well.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
So welcome back. Just a bit of quick information for you. Our 60th Independence celebration continues with the Diamond Jubilee Calypso Monarch competition. Come out and see TNT's Calypso heavyweights vie for the grand prize of $200,000. Look out for preliminary action on September the 10th at NCC's VIP Lounge, Queen's Park, Savannah. The semi-finals on September 17th at Naparima Bowl, San Fernando, and the finals on September 25th at the Grandstand, Queen's Park, Savannah, who will take the crown of the Diamond Jubilee Calypso Monarch. For more info, contact the Tuco head office at 623-9660 or follow us at Forging Forward TT on Facebook and Instagram. Embassy is coming to Tobago Carnival, the 21st to the 31st of October 2022. Pickup points are Bonaccord Lagoon, Private Jetty Crown Point. Packages include captain, cleaning crew, sound system, 1 DJ, and security. So book with us. For more information, contact 281-4723 or 363-4030 or 324-4227. Embassy for bookings on Facebook or email us at embassycruises@gmail.com. Yes, people, it's that time again where you head back to school. It's a massive back to school sale now on at Sharon's One Stop Bookstore. Get all your kindergarten, primary, secondary, and tertiary education textbooks and stationery, both boys and girls. We carry a wide range of school uniforms, including shirts, pants, overalls, belts, ties, socks, and more. Bring your list and our friendly staff will assist you. For all your back-to-school needs, visit Sharon's One Stop Bookstore located at Eastern Main Road, Sawa, Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, and 2 locations, Level 1 and 2, Trin City Mall, Trin City. Sharon's One Stop Bookstore has always been there for you. Call 663-1884 for more info or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Reggae Rock Sundays featuring MC Duke and Selector Kachi presents to you Reggae and Rockers on board the luxurious Embassy Yacht on September 24th. Yes, Republic Night, boarding 10 p.m. and sailing 11 p.m. at the Hyatt Waterfront in Port of Spain. Get your reggae groove on with top DJ Selector Kachi, Bruce Wayne, Heavy Duty, and TC. Early bird tickets cost $150. After that, you pay $175. For tickets, call Selector Kachi at 777-7909 and MC Duke at 349-4121. Reggae and Rockers Republic Night. Remember, no oversized coolers, no glass bottles allowed. Don't miss it. Champions, let's party in fine style around the seas of the Gulf of Paria on the Sea Champion. And yacht lovers, get ready to party on board the luxurious Embassy Yacht. For more information, call us on 399-5959, 280-7512, or email coralvisiontt@gmail.com. Join Pastor Kelvin Harry Narayan and friends for the Way, the Truth, the Life radio program, Radio Ministry, a Church of Life ministry live on the street 909 FM every Sunday from 6:05 p.m. to 7 p.m. For further information, contact 686-3845 or 349-5178 and 342-7303. Tune into the street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life. The Health Store being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp us at 309-4697 or 620-9379. Sharu. The lady. Guys, you can't call me now. I am on air. But where the lady gone? So guys, in the meantime, we could open up the lines and take some of your calls. You can call me at 342-0081 and 466-5391. So we take your calls while we are with the lovely Miss Sharon Felix. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Hey, man, how are you doing?
We're trying to take it easy. You know, the voice kind of going crackly and all kind of things. But when you have to get people to take care, don't live by yourself, you know, Bruce. Don't ever live by yourself at all. Yeah. But when you're feeling good and you can't get up to do something, I tell you. Anyway, let me say more in the Trinidad and Tobago. All these people who listen to the radio station. Yeah. Let me say happy birthday to Miss Jean. Good morning to girlfriend. Good morning to everybody. Uma Noga, Mr. Napuna. Tamaman, good morning. Jenny and Carol, good morning. Bataria and Brother Sterling. Yeah, man. Miss Pfizer, but all won't forget anyway. Good morning to everybody. Keep out all yourself and get somebody to help. God didn't make a man to be with a woman just so, you know, a woman to be a man just so. He made a helper, but not them to pull you down. Anyway, love to everybody. Sharon, good morning to you. Tobago. Mr. Mountain John, good morning. Always take care of, always don't let Duke call you. And exactly that way he's doing, you know. Duke maybe spend a cent from his own pocket, but money from the state, wherever it's coming from. While you watch them, probably, all right, they warn you from before. If a man put me, if you was born a boss, you was born a boss, if you make your boss, they make a donkey out of you, you know. God.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Hi, good
Sharon
morning.
And all citizens, have a pleasant day. Bruce, some people who sending things to another country track it, not so?
Yeah.
So if you make arrangement to go somewhere, or hotel or somewhere, you would also give them the flight number, what time they arrive in, and so on and so on.
All right.
And and even your family, because my family have the same bed and breakfast thing in New York.
Right.
So I don't understand how is it that they arrive they arrive and you know we're wrong. Something very strange about that. And also, if that is a private thing and they just assisting, how the deputy secretary wholly and solely involved contacting this one and that one, or contacting the secretary saying this is, it to me it sounds like a lie. It may not be, but they say if it will look like a duck, walk like a duck, and quack like a duck, it must be a duck. And they have to come clean on that, right? He said a lot, and it doesn't make sense to me. I know there are errors. There are errors that would be made, even with hotel people, I think, but it depends on what you do, right?
Yeah.
And if you are assisting, you're not supposed to be involved. The people involved, then they can sue the woman for where they have to stay elsewhere. The cost is different to the cost and so on. So let's see what they're going to do. Mr. Chief Secretary, that is other people's business. You just paying part of the money. Take care. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you. Sharu?
Well, boy.
You need to check that today, ma'am.
What is that?
That whole mic, and I don't know if your camera has a mic on it.
I don't know.
Somehow you're not singing or you're accustomed singing.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then it picking up everything that going on home by you. So I just had to be rushing to mute from on my side.
It should be fixed today.
All right.
I just stepped away from the mic, and I should have turned off the mic somewhat. So I want to send some to my nephew just passed away this morning. So I just went outside to take the call.
Sorry to hear that.
Greenwich. It's a big man. It's a very reachable person. I have four nephews.
Okay.
Good morning to Sheila and my darling. He's next door to me. That's my, I shouldn't say my favorite, but my brother. That's my darling. But all of them, they are all my nephews. So he passed away this morning. Friday. Condolences to your daughter and the entire family. I was just trying to get a number to call you.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Smokey, for giving the information and answer. Right. When I hear you get something, you send me so far back. Anyhow, continuing to take your calls, guys. And, when the PNM do anything, the amount of chastise, they be chastised, and you name it. But when other people do all, they just want to call into, I ain't nobody calling to say nothing. Let me take Mr. Chance call. Mr. Chance, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Nick.
Good morning.
Good morning, Boo.
Morning, Mr. Chance.
Good morning, Mr. Nick. As I call your name, let me extend the sympathy to you and the passing of a relative of your family.
Thank you.
And I know you will be strong and encourage those the relatives to stay strong as well. Good morning, Sue.
Morning.
Good morning, Manu. I hope you feel much better. It's good to hear your voice. Good morning, all the Titans of Woman Abroad. Angie, LDV5, Fancy Street, Jenny Mountain George, yes, Rowdy Jr., Marataria, Miss Crosby, Strong Point, all Titans. And Malukuna, I hope you feel much better. So I think that what caught my attention before the break when you said, Tobago, you in trouble, and you also said UNC style politics. But I think I have a little message, as I always try to give to the people in Trinidad, because the people in Trinidad should learn a lesson, because they too have to make a decision coming shortly. They have to make a decision of who they put in leadership to run the affairs of local government in their various areas. They have a decision to make. And there's a statement that said, the past is filled with many lessons for the future. And there's also the decision you have to make. Do not just get vexed and change just for change's sake. Because if you do that, sometimes you'll get small change. So you have to pay attention, my dear people. Learn from the lessons of Tobago. That's important in life. You have to pay attention to the lessons that are before your eyes and the lessons that will make things better for you. You remember? On many occasions, I think the present Prime Minister gave us some warning. And one of the things he said, do not take the paid to see the night, but you could see in the day. Remember that? Remember he spoke about leadership, how important it is if you want to guide your country. Remember we also spoke about those who do not hear will feel. What are some of those things that will help us for the future? Those of us who are in Trinidad, who will have to make a decision coming shortly, will have to consider all those lessons. That is think, that to remember those things, because the past is there for you to pay attention and to learn those lessons. I want to encourage you to do that. And I want you to pay attention to the present leadership you have in this country at this time. Where is your leader? What is he doing? Your leader is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And what is he doing? He's out in Europe. What is he doing? He's having discussion with the CEO of Foreman. Who is Foreman? The man dealing with petrochemicals, ammonia, methanol, and urea. Why? Because those things are affecting high prices. And what are the people who will benefit from that? The people of Trinidad and Tobago. He's having discussions with him. He's having discussions with the leaders of the energy sector. Why? Because he's trying to get more resources for the benefit of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. All the people will benefit. That is what it's called leadership. You have to pay attention to those things. So when you go to the polls, remember those things. There are lessons to be learned from what you have seen. There's an absence of leadership in Tobago, and there are consequences to it. You think any country, why Tobago is out there seeking investment? Do you think any businessman will invest in a country that is all island, that is not stable? Are you hearing me? What are the investment anybody in the world, millions will put their money in Tobago, is do not think Tobago is stable. You must have a stable country. You must have leadership, quality leadership, and then investment will grow. These are the investments for the people of Trinidad and people of the whole nation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chance. Today when I was expecting a lot of calls from Tobago, I'm not getting it. But see what? Progressive Democratic Patriots political leader Watson Duke has described as laughable and ridiculous Chief Secretary Farley Augustin's announcement that he is reviewing his responsibility as Deputy Chief Secretary. Augustin made the announcement on Thursday at the Post-Executive Council media briefing hours after Duke, in a video on his Facebook page on Wednesday, slammed the PHA for not providing funding to assist some 27 members of the Roxborough folk performers who were due to perform at several cultural events in New York for Labor Day celebration. In a video posted on his page minutes after Augustin's announcement, Duke said the Deputy Chief Secretary means nothing to him unless he can serve Tobago. All you hear that? All you hear that? So for the Chief Secretary to issue a real threat and say he's going to review my function, to me is laughable, ridiculous, and he has to understand that while he is Chief Secretary of the Tobago Assembly, I am political leader of the PDP, he said. And while you can take the state funds and perhaps wield a deal with it as your colleagues on the red side, you cannot wield and deal with it with the heart of man in that manner. Look who talking. Look who talking about wield and deal. Eh? Oh, let me hold Steve again. Mrs. Crosby?
No.
Yes, go ahead.
Morning. You know, I wanted that went abroad. I can't so I don't go to it. But when last performing to be told
oh Lord.
So you see this is what I did normal. And on one day I said for this permission that go ahead man, I'll take care of you all and make charge of it. And give assurance that you see for it. And when they box the head, when they call on me, Western Union, but one day he said this, he's paying the money to put to
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Thank you very much. No, I said, oh Lord.
Oh, yes. So, and this money that they spend for tickets, that money, nobody told him to say that money could have put the road and give it to things like that.
No man, you're mad.
Nobody has told him that.
Yeah. But the $7.5 million, they make a whole hullabaloo. But the same citizens of this Trinidad and Tobago is who benefited from that. And some of it, I'm sure, would have been able to send some of their children to school.
So I don't know what it is they're going to go to represent or what store they're going to control. And if they are getting money, as I said before, remember sitting inside, this is tax for the company. So that's the big tax on the money on this point America. Right? And I cannot understand when this man fire some people fire the opposition that opposition in the party.
He is the deputy political leader, so he removed him. Yes.
But not after we didn't want to keep going down and don't come back from that.
Yeah, he removed him.
Right. That's what I have been
Thank you very much. You're Ron Sanders. Eh? Or you're going around now to market to look for donation, but you're Ron Sanders, who would have been bringing in revenue into the country, into the island. Eh? But you run them. So you take your Ron Sanders and take your sandal and put it on your back and say when you become the chief secretary at the time, you will bring them back. Or when you become the prime minister, you will bring them back. Anyhow, continuing the conversation, the people are observing and taking notes and have recognized that you can now be deemed as liar folly. So your words take on little credibility in a space where you were once deemed to be a virgin politician and one of great hope and integrity. Duke, who is also the assemblyman for Roxborough Argyle, advised Augustine to not make any foolish decisions. I am calling you again before you make a foolish move, which you will regret. Think hard, think twice. Pull yourself out of that pedestal and humble yourself and pedestal and humble yourself and let us reason this thing out. He added, you cannot threaten the leader of a political party and emasculate it. You will walk into a political war zone, which you will not win, but certainly which you will lose. So I want to caution you, humble yourself, chill out, and let's settle this issue. Let me stop here. Caller, good morning. Morning.
That group that I done from your book, the city of Football, right? So, very interesting experience. A group of football, and that is the Jamal dance, okay? So, that's what I'm teaching you. So, you tell them, or that. Why do you?
I don't know.
No, sorry,
I don't know.
Anytime I lie to somebody, make it make sense. I'm willing to perform. We don't escape it. You don't know. I told him about that. But you get money for protect your money. You want to go online, but go online with my money. I'm working with this because sorry, and how much anyone. That I tell you, this might be a thing. You can't do what you want to do with money. So you want the call party and tell party, 10x. I want to work party 10x, you bet. I never send them. Then we had to go out and say no one to go to perform. For real, no, the whole crew would go into the celebration.
Look here. $400,000 you all approved. What marketing that is bringing to Tobago?
According to it, it's not great. You run candles. You say you want to know nobody who don't know how to it is. So why upon them in New York, they're for the income. So they do what? You have no, you never had a plan to place. So now, the farmer, they take anything or some, you want to use the school some yes, man, but apart from that, he drives money. He using the data anyway. Because
Isaiah, I hear everything.
So now that the market is going to invest now. But here you see, this is what I would expect to do. The people are going to work with this. All the more, you can say that. I'll be going to do it. See what you got to do.
Oh God, look. Thank you very much. Let me continue reading, Bruce. So Duke said the members of the Roxborough folk performers are in dire straits. I had said, Madeline, hold on for me. I had called upon the Tobago House of Assembly to step in and fix the matter. I've called upon the hot spots or the hot shots who believe that they are policy makers of the Assembly, of which I am a part, to deal with this. He said the Assembly should have met in emergency session to deal expeditiously with the issue. The members were belittled by the place that housed them and the treatment that was meted out to them, and they continue to fight on and do what is necessary. Duke told Augustine the position of Chief Secretary is temporary. I wish to take this opportunity to warn my colleague and friend, the deputy political leader who holds the position of Chief Secretary, that those positions are temporary and subject to the ideals of man, and he should not glorify in the authority he wields because of the position given, but he should humble himself and deal with an issue that has a Tobagonians at their wits' end. Duke said the question of who sent the Roxborough folk performers to New York is inconsequential. I hope that is the word he's going to use. What is of merit is that the Tobago House of Assembly would have aided them in the purchase of their tickets, and the Tobago House of Assembly cannot shirk its responsibility having purchased the ticket. It is, but they just tell us the tickets cost 400 and something thousand and whatever. That's not what they just say? That's not what they just say? Right. So if the tickets have to be paid for, all you want them to see about accommodation, food and transportation too? Look, it is now a matter in which the THM must become invested to the point where they look after these Tobagonians. He said the PDP was built on the back of Tobagonians who were facing the oppression from the PNM, which has led the Assembly for 21 unbroken years. Well, I want to tell Watson, Solomon, Duke, you're getting your numbers wrong again and you're back it very little bit. Because all you're doing is going to cost the PNM and you realize nobody want to hear you. You're going to a whole auditorium to cost the PNM only chairs you talk to and the seat cushion. Nobody want to hear you. Come on for the come down from day. Come down from day. And go and market Tobago. That's what you're going to do. Tell Tobago, tell the people about what Tobago have to offer. Come down from there. You're not making no sense. I say so this morning. And it's good for Fali. And the rest all your own coming. Because anytime all you stand up again. And remember, when was time for nomination? Remember, it almost didn't have people going for street to nominate it. Because realizing the party yours and yours alone. So just what happened here is what I told all you would happen. Whenever you get vexed at all, you troll you. Said Madeline, good morning.
Morning.
Don't put no big store in front of me door. Fali, no, 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 no. Fali, no, 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 no. Don't make me angry. Just tell me to try it. Fali, no, 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 no. Fali, no, no, no. I use my knife. So bust your breath. Fali, no, 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 no. Fali, no, 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 no. You upset. I know it's going to go ahead. Fali, no, 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 no. Fali, no, 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 no. From down from there. Fali, from down from there. If I was you from CFA.
Only I had to laugh, you know.
gosh.
I had to laugh at it, but I didn't thought it would have come so early. So Farley is explaining the process in which these things are done, and you find he had no right to explain that. You want to come? Instead of making the video, why you didn't call Farley on video call and show him what is going on? And talk about it. Instead of doing a video, you try to expose the whole thing and embarrass the man. The man had to defend himself. And for that, you were thrown out of the political arena, Farley. You do not hold the position of deputy political leader anymore. And I want to see, let me see how much belly you have. Because he take it from you now, and don't play after he probably talk and then he come and get you back. I waited to see you take it back. And then I go know what kind of man he is. Yes, Mount St. George.
Let's understand. You see how hypocritical and the people are in Tobago. All the people and them who was making the live and CNN this and that.
Not a word.
You know, boy, especially the mother. Not a word from not one of them. But Mr. Farley, let me tell you something. You are the chief secretary. Fire the deputy, what are we calling him? The deputy chief CCS. Fire him. Send a letter to him and tell him you're fired with immediate effect. That is what I want you to do. You are the chief secretary. Do it. Fire him. You give him that position as deputy chief secretary.
He cannot do that.
Lacks the testicular fortitude.
Yes, I fix him on that ambition.
I know.
But that's what you have to do. Send a letter and say, I fire you, I am the chief secretary. You're not behaving the way you're supposed to behave. You're not doing the job. You're all over the world, Dubai, America, just though you might be saying you're going to Australia or whatever. I fire you. You're not serving no purpose to Tobago. All these people. And you see, in his speech again, they continue to say, 21 years, the CNN have not done anything in Tobago. These people are dangerous.
If they're dangerous again? If they're dangerous again?
The building that Farley is sitting in as the finance secretary and chief secretary, that is not the building for him to be as the chief secretary. Mr. Kelvin Charles upgraded the building in what we call government house road for millions of dollars. He just see the color, and Farley is not there. He's in the Larry Blues financial complex building. That was done by Mr. London, hanging right in the midst of Chicago, over the market, adjoining with the new market that Mr. Kelvin Charles also spent $25 million to upgrade. All these things were done just a while ago. Mr. Kelvin Charles was just calling his name so that I could tell you how it was. It's right there. So I don't know how the PNM never did nothing for 21 years. So many things were done in this island for 25, 30, 40 years. And what to do, they keep telling the people, and then 21 years, nothing was done under Mr. Orville London. Mr. Orville London was the best chief secretary past to Tobago. That is why he won 12 million. What to do party got 14-1 because of the lies, the deceptiveness, and as Mr. Pandey said, what he used to say, something truth on half truth, whatever, I can't even remember, I just want to talk so much fast and whatever, you know? lies, half-truth, and onion loads. That is what he used to say. This is what they keep telling the people and the young people and them, and offering them handout. He said he was going to give them $10 million in every district, electoral district that, well, in the 15, well, they might have even the PNM1, the minority leader. That is what he was going to give them. 500 jobs for each village. All the fellas who on the block, none of them would not have been there. They've been working and whatever. And these people go for this because they're not smart. But let me tell you, Auntie Charles, most of these guys on the block, it's because they're not educated themselves properly, and the parents send them to school, but them fellas not do nothing for themselves, you know. I've been seeing it here since I come back to this island, you know. And it is so sad, boy. It is so sad. So, and come point, so I'm not hearing you, Mr. Below, so I'm not hearing you. You can't
Yes, I'm hearing them, but the line's open.
Auntie Sharon's number is working, she's at home.
Yes.
The 475 number is working, she's there. Call her.
Well, we have just a little time again.
Yeah.
You're not getting call Auntie Sharon.
Two obituaries before we go.
Well, he comes to be going on. Yeah, look up CNN who voted for the PDP and say give them a chance and let me see what they're going to do. And because they offer them Gracia and all sorts of events. We're almost in the middle of September and it's Gracia immediate.
How they going to pay ex-gratia payment when they're making promise to pay 400,000 and to do this and to do that, and people going Dubai and they're going here and they're going there and they're going all over the place. Look.
Well, definitely growing motivation to the budget feed and give them out of the budget money that we get. Because it's demanding that the finance man must give him $1 billion.
Yeah. For this kind of behavior. Look, Bob St. John, thank you very much. All right. I want you all to watch the trend. Similar. Kamala Persad, you remember when she came in as Prime Minister, she traveled all every minute and stuff here, there, and everywhere. Oh God, what's you take up the same footing? You take up the same footing you have any day do?
Hello.
Call her, good morning.
Good morning.
Warm to you. And you're breaking up,
Oh my God.
What it is going on? Charlie is no longer deputy political leader. Here what I want to find out now. Who was at that meeting? Who were the members of the executive at the meeting? So you see, listen, THA Chief Secretary Fali Augustine has been removed as deputy political leader of the Progressive Democratic. He moved Faith and he moved Alicia.
Yes, another. So right now, the deputy political leader was the
It's vacant. Is it that he removed them to put them back?
You want to apply?
Me? I will send the dog Titan. Me? Because when he tried to take the ferret, he got bite up it.
Well, we were talking by today and Sunday, I don't think fire him as the deputy chief secretary.
But if I was Pali, I'd do that. You have been appointed deputy chief secretary. What are you bringing to the table? What work you're doing? Where your office is? You're not even in your electoral district. You're all over the place. There's an ambassador for Trinidad. There's an ambassador for New York. I don't understand. Yeah. Let me just say I agree because I go send a letter for me. Yes, let's come. Get up on it. I carry that share. Yes, be careful what you wish for, carry that share. Oh, look good, yes? But before you play carry that share, you're going again until you just don't. Oh, Lord, you hope it's match up. Get us some in that, please. Hey, Marshall. Hey, Marshall Montano. I'm going to have a thing of that now this morning.
It will get flagged.
For you. That is so that is the local thing you get flagged for that?
Marshall thing international, woman.
Oh.
Yes, even I, what thing does get flagged now, I can't play it.
So we can't play
as they bounce on the international, in the international arena, The Facebook list flag every we get. You see how we get flagged this morning for nothing whatsoever.
No, that we get flagged because they can't take the numbers. I really can't
Good,
take.
yes.
And somebody must even did us one thing. They don't know they like to report when I on.
Oh.
Oh God, look here, more back on that. Mommy.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'll talk to the Begonians. I'll talk to them. They didn't want to listen to me. And this thing is done now, eh?
No.
And this was not done. This bacchanal no stop. And I keep saying again, what we do? Why keep every time something up, you have to go abroad? It's always a confusion, boy. Sharon, I told you we need to different places of what we do. And time to money is always a problem with what we do. And if you listen to what you say, right? It makes sense. Look at them what is really going to publish to Sharon.
I mean, he gone for Labor Day. And listen.
Why didn't take the money? He covered 2 hours the way he so big why did he take the money?
Put my head to me.
And right? Why the money? And put the people on there.
Wait. You know, when you talk about Scarborough, I thought you said the one where you buy the cemetery. Oh, all right, okay, sorry, I make a mistake. All right.
When you put that conference, you cannot more stuff here, to them, and thank you for always a problem with what you do. And the man is right what they say, you understand? I agree with him. And this bacchanal, no stop. Yeah, wait when you come up with change, you don't find that way.
You take him out as deputy political leader.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if I was Farley, I was going to remove your tail as deputy secretary.
But that's coming, Sharon. By this evening, that will happen.
Yeah, because you can't just come because
evening.
I call a meeting and remove me as deputy political leader. And I want to know who were the people at that meeting. What is the quorum for that meeting? Is it a meeting that you just get up and say, hey, hello, you, are removing here this one and that one? It's good for PS, real face. Or let's take that. We was telling all you was cussing me when we talking to all you. Take that in all your ways. And if all your back, take it in all your face, please.
You is not a thinking man and what I tell you about. You don't know when you get like faster, you can control what I'm doing nonsense. You know what I'm telling you about? You boy, I wait till you
Oh God, all this stuff. Mommy, somebody say, Pat, it's now insane instead of what's sane.
Sharon, let's go down. I'm trying to call him the big one, trying to too big Marco house, it's too expensive.
Oh God, Maria, gone.
Miss Felix.
All right, bye-bye.
We have some time again before we close, but you want me to do the obituaries now to get out of the way so you could close in time?
Yes, no, I have one after take, Gina calls.
Go ahead.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Phone. I hope you're feeling better. You're coming along. I hope so. Man was sorry like him too hot this morning.
Oh, I am man. Man, what's up?
Get a woman.
Oh, go.
Pick your breakfast. Yeah, you're coming now? Right. Okay. Here was I left a bed was changing. Well, you're back here about a leopard change in the spot.
Wait, Tina, hold on. Tina, wait, listen, let me read this comment. Wait. Somebody said, well, it's so much bacchanal for a part sponsorship of a foreign trip. Just imagine what will happen when they form the Tobago Foreign Office in Trinidad to give us visa to go to Tobago. Oh, God. What is Tina?
Where is you? Why you have office down here? And why are we living outside and then food us and tell us because all his family, friends and family are wrong and die by this back? You know what these people are for. And why Farley felt that an elephant or a leopard would change his fun. So you know what? You don't want to be back. And Farley doesn't. too loud. So you're going to fall out and you can burn. Where I asked a lot of yesterday, well, of course, you know. I told them they can't do that. They have to popcorn. Mine have plenty. I like my oldest one. Rocker. And I was watching elephant fight. And things happen. So they go down, or they go under the they go crush all the up. That is what all the water is. But they don't find they reminded of when Canada didn't come in power. Or they want change, or they want to change, like small change, or they would get, or they would get that change, you know, small change, or they didn't want to see it, or they didn't want to pass it. That was pulling the race and was to go and do a proper job with the road. So, the Lord is done.
UNC Cabal, breaking news. Pali Augustine remove as CDP deputy political leader. Shopping topping is back, progressive democratic patriot. Vanilla Allen topping expiry date the 31st and the 12th, 2025.
Lord Father.
And you know what I say now? Duke is following the footsteps of his mentor, Sushila. Go ahead, Bruce. Miss Crosby, hold on. Do your obituary.
The Street 919 FM has been asked to announce the passing of Muriel James of Teacher Village, Point Fortin, who departed this life at the age of 91 years on Tuesday, the 16th of August 2022, at the Point Fortin Hospital. She'll be lovingly remembered as the mother of the late Sheldon James, grandmother of Nikisha James, Cherise James, and Camille Decoto, great-grandmother of Ariel Decoto, sister of Anne Quashie, deceased, and Eileen James, aunt of Dr. Joan Quashie Charles, Joyce Quashie, Bevy Quashie Wells, Gregory Cyrus, Judy James, and many others. Great aunt of Mercedes Charles, Kais, Kayla, and Kelsey Wells, cousin of Lucy Phillip and others, relative of the Quashie, James, Charles, Wells, and LaFortune families, Carl James and Cheryl Paul, friend of Gloria, Nell Dil Mohammed, Kareem Bedu, and many others. The funeral service for the late Muriel James will take place on Saturday, the 10th of September 2022 at 12:30 p.m. at St. Anthony's Roman Catholic Church, Guapo, Capdeville Main Road, Point Fortin, thence to the Point Fortin cemeteries. Inquiries can be made at Elite Funeral Homes Limited at 648-3462. The funeral service will be streamed live on the Elite Funeral Homes Limited Facebook page. We have also been asked to announce the passing of Wemus Charles, who departed this life at the age of 95 years on Tuesday, the 30th of August 2022 at his residence, 21 Freedom Street, Lot 10, Guapo. He will be lovingly remembered as the son of the late Kenneth Charles and Gertrude George, husband of the late Iris Charles, father of Osborne, Bernadette, David, Rebecca, deceased, Augustine, Sandra, Errol, Angela, Sherwin, and Rachel, grandfather of 26, great-grandfather of 15, brother of Yvonne George, Justin George, and Agatha Dixon, all deceased, uncle of 8, relative of the Charles, George, McIntosh, and Dixon families, friend of many. The funeral service for the late Wemus Charles will take place on Friday, the 9th of September 2022 at 2 p.m. at Elite Funeral Homes Chapel Main Road, Newlands, Point Fortin, thence to the Brighton Cato Cemetery. Inquiries can be made at Elite Funeral Homes Limited at 648-3462, and the funeral service will be streamed live on Elite Funeral Homes Limited Facebook page. Sharo?
Yes, Bruce, I'm right here.
Yes, I see the countdown start.
Yes, I'm right here. So, I'm reading some of the comments here in UNC cover. And somebody here is saying this signal that is being sent to the 1% is that slavery is alive and well. What people should now ask, Watson Duke, if he is part of the 1% to keep Trinidadian population in bondage to PNM, that's what you're saying, eh? And Trinidad media people, go look and ask Watson Duke if he sell out Tobago, or took money from them to run his campaign, and now they want back their returns from the investment of the PDP party. I want to tell you something. You know, I like to watch my African movie, but sometimes it is upset me. You know why? We really something wrong with us. You ever sit down and watch them African movies, girl? To see how African people just treat African people in the household? Watch it properly. Watch it, and we have continued to spill it over in all kind of things. You understand? We are our own downfall. You know, don't study down no 1%. Or they don't talk about no 1%. We are our own downfall in society, and in this whole lifetime. We are our own downfall. What Dr. Rowley do so that all they hate this man? And all they have a man who all they talking about things about Dr. Rowley, but all they have a man doing worse than anything else. And today everybody quiet, all they afraid to talk because all they afraid to be victimized. Well, Fali, I'm sorry for you. Be Israel, sorry for you. And Miss Alicia, you too, sorry for you. Because the next position is he's going to remove you. He's going to fight to remove you as chief secretary. And then the whole place mash up. Trinidad and Tobago, this is it. I talk, but I had to come this morning, sorry to say, to rub it in on your face. Or they look for that. Or they went buy wholesale. Or they buy. Or they buy wholesale. It hurts me to see this and to talk about it. But they buy wholesale. So, Trinidad and Tobago, this is what I leave it for today.
Yes.
Can't take no more call. But I had to give you all the information this morning. Are gone. Tobago. All you wake up. Tobago. When all there was in good house, all the bad house come and call all you. And take all you. And throw all you to the gallows. Take that. I gone. I have nothing more to say. Ciao.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, The Health Store, being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp at 309-4697 or 620-9379.
In Trinidad and Tobago, there are so many things to talk about. Social issues, injustice, child abuse, domestic violence, political scandals, and much more. On HOTP, we will cover all that and much more. Don't forget, you can catch us every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday nights from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram. Hot off the press. Hot topics, no filter.
Reggae Rock Sundays featuring MC Duke and Selector Kutchi present Reggae and Rockers. On board the Embassy Yacht on September 24th, Republic Night. Boarding 10 p.m. and sailing at 11 p.m. at the Hyatt Waterfront in Port of Spain. Get your reggae groove on. with top DJs Selecta Kachi, Bruce Wayne, TC, and Heavy Duty. Early bird tickets cost $150. After that, you pay more, $175. For tickets, call Selecta Kachi at 777-7909 and MC Duke at 349-4121. Reggae and Rockers Republic Night. No oversized schoolers allowed. Don't miss it.
Here at Land Capital Certificates, we provide opportunities for your money to make money. We all know saving is important, but saving alone won't get you to your financial goals. And let's face it, the bank doesn't have your best interest in mind. So this is your wake-up call. Do you have $1 million saved? Then contact us today. Sponsor Limited. Call 324-LENN. That's 324-LENN.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as Nano Silver, Nano Zinc, Body Light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108.
Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle Tuesday morning from 11:05 to 12 noon. Right here on the street, 919 FM.
Good about I'm looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, or email us at coralvisiontt@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat, I look like it was wet.
It's all about the fastest growing reggae show in the land without a doubt. Right here on the street 919 FM. Each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. with yours truly, MC Duke, alongside Selecta Kachi. So make it a date and don't be late. Rock and come easy, line up, link up, creep up. You don't know reggae rock each and every Sunday. Salute Gadamari, King Selassie.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Lift your hands, everybody. Team, begin to lead us as we worship the Lord. Come on.
To the God who is eternal, we cry out. To the only one who's able to deliver, restore, and heal. Come on, church, let me hear you. We cry out to the God who never changes. To the God who is eternal. To the only one. Restore and heal our land. See, we're calling out for it. Our soul for you.
The Book of Psalms. Psalm 35. A Psalm of David. Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for mine help. Draw out also the spear, and stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my hurt. Let them be as chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them. For without cause have they hid for me their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he hath hid catch himself. Into that very destruction let him fall. And my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. It shall rejoice in his salvation. All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like unto thee, which deliverest the poor from him that is too strong for him, yea, the poor and the needy from him that spoileth him? False witnesses did rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not. They rewarded me evil for good to the spoiling of my soul. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned into mine own bosom. I behaved myself as though he had been my friend or brother. I bowed down heavily as one that mourneth for his mother. But in mine adversity they rejoiced, and gathered themselves together. Yea, the abjects gathered themselves together against me, and I knew it not. They did tear me and ceased not. With hypocritical mockers in feasts, they gnashed upon me with their teeth. Lord, how long wilt thou look on? Rescue my soul from their destructions, my darling from the lions. I will give thee thanks in the great congregation. I will praise thee among much people. Let not them that are mine enemies wrongfully rejoice over me. Neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Yea, they opened their mouth wide against me and said, Aha, aha, our eye hath seen it. This thou hast seen, O Lord, keep not silence. O Lord, be not far from me. Stir up thyself and awake to my judgment, even unto my cause, my God and my Lord. Judge me, O Lord my God, according to thy righteousness, and let them not rejoice over me. Let them not say in their hearts, Ah, so would we have it. Let them not say, We have swallowed him up. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together that rejoice at mine hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me. Let them shout for joy and be glad that favor my righteous cause. Yea, let them say continually, Let the Lord be magnified, which hath pleasure in the prosperity of his servant. And my tongue shall speak of thy righteousness and of thy praise all the day long.
Don't stop. Just lift your hands right now. If the altar's where you need us, take me there. Take me there. If what you need is just an offering, it's right here. My life is here, and I need a living sacrifice for you. You're the fire, the refiner. I wanna be consumed. I wanna be tried like fire. You take whatever you desire.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
All right, good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. And this time, we have Kingdom Health Services with Mr. Brenda, and he is already with us on the inside. So I am going to hand you over to him, and he's going to give you some, I'm sure he's going to give you some health tips today. And make sure and have your pen and paper ready so that you can take down the information that he's about to give to you. So I hand you over now to Mr. Brenda, who's going to take you till 9:30. Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning, Pastor Google. Yes, thank you for having me on this morning. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you who are listening via the radio, via the World Wide Web. You're tuned into the program Health and Healing, merging the old with the new. And my name is Brent Diet from Kingdom Health Services, and we are located at 120